Wow. Are they not dying? But they are helpless somehow. With the brain gone, are all the mind flayers now independent? Imagine being free from the brain just to see like an angry mob kill you. It's quite a horrific thought, isn't it?
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Everyone.
We did it! We actually did it! And the city's still standing? Fucking hell. It's over.
I can't feel the tadpole. They must have all died with the brain. That means we can't turn into mind flayers. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a mind flayer, of course.
It makes little difference to me. I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to evolution, you have proved a good ally.
We could not have done it without your help.
I'm glad you think so. I did my best.
You truly did.
You may have succeeded, but I have failed. Gith's son is dead, and Vlaakith has abandoned me. I will be hunted by her Inquisition to the ends of the world. I must leave. I have nothing more to gain by being here.
We faced the Nether Brain together and won. Doesn't that mean anything to you? I mean, we did not face it together because you were not in my party.
You helped my people end the Grand Design. For this, I will remember you. But I will not forget what you have cost us. I will remember the fights we fought together. But my next fights will be without you.
Fair enough. You can still make a difference to your people. Together with Voss, perhaps. You don't need a prince to lead you.
The Githyanki are departing in peace. Curious sight in a day already full of them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Gionthar. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands.
Gale!
But what then? What would I do with it once I have it?
Give it to Mistra as she asked. I mean, she did promise she would get rid of the orb for you, but will she keep her word? Such power was not meant for mortals. Retrieve the crown and give it to Mistra as she asked.
Sage and timely counsel as always. And I intend to heed it. A wise man learns from his mistakes and strives not to repeat them. I shall bring the crown to Mistra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free.
Well, we can only hope she will do that. Keep the crown, but that's completely diametrical to what I just said. Better yet, you'll be her chosen again.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, I'm growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
Now
That's the
you're talking.
spirit.
After all that, I think I'll need a drink in each hand and a third on the table. But I think right of choosing should fall to you. What'll it be?
Yeah, let's party. Party real hard. We deserved it. A celebration sounds perfect.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
Come on.
You're right, of course. But, well, I'll miss you, friend. Your companionship has been quite the education.
I will miss you.
Everyone needs to know
Now that you
who's
no
their
longer
savior.
live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the mind flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
Yeah, I think we never figured that
I
out.
honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Oh, shiz. Without the tadpole's power, he's just a normal vampire.
I suppose that's the last time any of us will see him. And the last time I'll ever see the sun.
Oh, that's so sad.
We
Karlach.
did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you.
She's not gonna be explode in front of our eyes.
Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
You did spectacular. In every way.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot!
No!
I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. That's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this.
Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die. Not like this. Not now.
You can't.
Come on, Karlach. I want you to live. Zario won't be able to touch you just because Will is there? I don't... This seems like a stretch. The three of us will make a new life in Avernus. No, I don't want to go to Avernus. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go to Avernus. But Will... Karlach's made her choice time and again. It's your decision, Karlach. You have to choose. Will go with you. Zario won't be able to touch you.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlach.
Fine. I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go. Now.
Oh boy.
I can't hang on much longer.
Oh, do we have a portal or something? Lae'zel is gone.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
When we joined battle for the last time, I did not want to presume we would survive. To feel your touch again seemed like a distant dream. That made last night all the sweeter.
Oh yeah, we didn't ever talk to Halsin about Haleb. So let's not mention this now. Not to mention exhausting. I don't know where you get your energy from.
Do not be so modest. You gave as good as you got. Part of me wishes we could stay in this room forever, you and I. But there is a new dawn breaking, and I have a part to play.
Wait, what are you saying? You are leaving?
I wish we'd been afforded more time together, but there is so much to do in the wake of the Absolute's defeat, and precious few hands with which to do it. The wars of late have left many with nowhere to turn. Many lost their families, their homes. Some never had them to begin with. They need help. Help that this city cannot provide right now. I shall aid them to make a new place for themselves. In Thaniel's realm, under nature's watch.
Oh.
Now is the time for us to take care of each other. Already people are gathering to depart. The promise of a new life inspires great haste. At last count, there were 9 whole wagons of children in tow. They are my duty now. Daddy Halsin, they call me. Who am I to tell them otherwise?
So they're calling you by the same name that I call you, huh? Oh my god. A new community raised by your hands. I'd like to see that.
And so you shall, as soon as you come to visit. There will be much for you to see, and not a soul among our numbers who will not wish to praise the savior of Baldur's Gate. And well, I shall have my own selfish reasons for wanting to see you again. If you wish the same.
But you don't want me to come with you? Visit as soon as I can. Don't be an ass, Halsin. I'll come with you right now.
You shall. But what about all that you'll miss out on? Your name will be fated in this city. There'll be parades, medals, feasts, hands to be shaken, babies to be kissed.
What?
Are you
babies?
Truly sure?
Yeah, forget all of that formal stuff. I never was, comfortable with that. I've never been more sure. Ready when you are.
Well, then let us make haste. You have quite a few little fans who will be overjoyed to make your acquaintance.
Oh my god. We'll be parents! Something like that. Oh, that's so cute. Avernus.
Well, soldier. Here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know how this works, but maybe you can visit the real plane after being here in Avernus, and you can make visits, right? Is that how it works? I don't know. What are we doing here? Is this another bug? It might be a bug.
I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zara's going to come at us with everything she's got.
It feels like I'm supposed to make dialogue choices, but I don't see any.
Gods, like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these.
What are those? Cigars? Okay.
But then, there was you.
Aww.
Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget. You asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
It feels like the scene was written for when I'm Will or something. Okay, cool. With Will by her side, I am relieved.
Halsin was eager to leave the city after the Netherbrain fell, although you remained for a 10-day to help the wounded, Some of them accompanied you when you left. Their homes were rubble, and the promise of a sanctuary sheltered from the city was appealing. They helped to build the place you now call home, hidden from those who are not welcome, open to any who need shelter. One day, Halsin returns from a patrol of the borders with a letter held in his jaw. You read it to him as you scratch behind his ear, an invitation to a gathering of your friends and allies, those who stood with you against the Absolute. The gathering will not be in the city that you saved, though. It will be where your adventures together began.
That's why we are so dressed up fancily. With us is with us. Lisa, what happened to you?
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below.
Did you plan this with us?
Together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
You can't just say that to an introvert. Go. Let's make small talk. Okay.
I cannot remember the last time I heard the Ballad of the Endless Spring performed. Now there's a ditty worthy of a knee slap.
With us can pluck wine from all over the world, but is there one bottle of fresh blood?
The past made
I must be
present.
careful to not overindulge
I'm
tonight,
glad for it.
lest I lose
For
control
this.
and slip into bear form.
You still do that? Lisa, are you a astral projection? You are. Why are you not here personally? That is so disappointing.
Well, indeed.
Scratch is also here. Shadowheart. Oh, this is our camp. Back in the day. Tressum. Wait, where's Gale? Oh, there she is. There he is. I've got a clothing chest. Can I change my look?
Nice little spot, isn't it?
It's just dice.
Sitting room, but sure.
I didn't realize you were such a homebody, Tara.
I don't even know where to begin. Since we're next to Shadowheart, let's talk to her.
There you are. Keeping us all on tenterhooks so you could make a dramatic entrance, is it?
Oh, sorry, was I too late to the party? Shadowheart?
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? Shadowheart, isn't it? Isn't it what? Are you joking? I've been counting down the days.
Honestly? So have I. Well, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Aww, hugs? You're giving out hugs now? Oh.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
Scrounging off the land. Are you calling me chubby?
Filled out and healthy is what I was going for. Don't tell me you miss living off whatever scraps we found in crates and barrels. I'm glad you seem well. Trudy.
You too. Tell me what you've been up to.
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
So you're not... Yeah, that makes sense. Come on, tell all. Where have you been? What have you seen?
One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too.
Did you see
I
Dame
suppose.
Aelin?
Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
Wow. You're right, it was truly heroic. Oh, Waterdeep. Hey, didn't Aelin went to help a cloister near Baldur's Gate? Was it also in Waterdeep? Did you bump into Gale?
We had tea on his balcony. Tara even deigned to sit on my lap for a while. You know, I think entire forests must have been felled to quench that man's thirst for books. He seems to be doing well. In his element.
That is nice. And what's next for you?
I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to?
Wow, it seems like she really wants to go adventuring. Wait, I'm just gonna leave?
Don't be a stranger.
I can't even say anything. What? That was so rude of me. What the heck? Scratch! You're with me the whole time, right, Scratch? Oh.
There's something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is it?
An astro prism. Wait, you needed an invite? Like, what have you been doing? Scratch, come here, boy. Aww. Yo.
A familiar invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism.
It's useless now, right? Where the hell did you find this, boy?
He whines. Let's talk. More throw.
The narrator really likes this. I'm so glad Withers remembered to invite my favorite companion.
Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement.
He didn't give it to me. Is this inert astral prism?
There you are.
Gale? Hold on, let me...
Oh, pardon me.
Here you go, Scratch. It's not Scratch's toy or what? That's hilarious. Gale, hi.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. educator of the esteemed School of Illusion.
Oh.
Pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
Hug him, hug him. Let's hug everyone.
Well, that was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you.
Of course.
I have to say, I'm quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening.
I see your...
I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific.
Oh, don't be so strict to them.
I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last.
Wow.
Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
But you can see your Netherese orb tattoo is now gone. Well, Mystra actually removed the orb. That is unexpected. I mean, why didn't you do it from the beginning? I mean, you were on good terms, I believe. So, I guess the thing you did must have pissed her off so much that she didn't want to do that or something. I just assumed that she was not able to remove the orb. Okay. You are an excellent teacher. Oh, don't worry, I can say from experience. You are an excellent teacher. The one time you taught me to do some weave magic.
Ah, so you still remember our little lesson. It was quite something to share such a moment with you, though it vanished all too quickly. Teaching you was hardly an effort at all. Not like my present cohort of apprentices. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
You are helping Gale teach.
What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
You haven't heard the latest tales of my heroics.
Oh, I assure you, my students keep me very well informed of your escapades, past and present. You're something of a hero to them.
Aww.
I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
What could I possibly teach them? Oh, the way of the monk. Discipline, focus, the art of unarmed combat. All things that would benefit a wizard in their studies. It would be an honor.
Well, I, for one, can't wait. And I say with some confidence, neither can they. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower.
Whoa, whoa.
My apologies, Tara.
Oh.
That would be our tower.
That was a complaint.
It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Staying inside your tower, huh? I hope you're not planning anything special. Shadowheart. Look at the food. Like, Withers invited us here? Why would he do that? Volo?
my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Why did Withers invite you even? You again, getting yourself into yet more trouble, I presume.
Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A deadline. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form.
What?
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
How did you get my signature? The hero and I, no.
I, me, it's all Volo as far as I'm concerned. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you.
Okay.
Your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
That's what you're doing? That's what you're doing here?
I was hoping you'd make your way over.
Well, I hope your book stays somewhat to the true events of things. Well.
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
The stench of Avernus on you, or what? Nature, breathe deeply and... Oh god, -1 intelligence? Take in the sense around you. Oh, net 20.
Take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
I smell fragrant flowers and a mysterious accent I can't quite place.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in.
Escape Avernus? I didn't know that was a problem. I mean, you went into Avernus just fine, so I assume getting out of it is just as easy? Have you had any time to visit your father?
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him.
Aww.
He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the flaming fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart.
Hear, hear. And Mizora, what part does she play in all of this?
She's kept me on a long leash, if you can believe it. Every target she's set me on's been a demonic intruder. Tanari assassins who slip into Avernus, Armonites that amass near the Styx. My next target's the most challenging yet. Or so she says. I don't know much more. Only that it's no demon, but a devil. I'm not worried. Not when Karlak's got my back. I swear she could scare the eyes off a beholder.
Yeah, she can be pretty scary. I've missed traveling with you. You were a pleasure to be around.
I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
Aww.
Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment.
Hell
The night's
talk?
young. You shouldn't go wasting it.
That was
or wasting
so
any
sweet.
of the wine, for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Don't overdo it, Will. Karlak.
Beautiful night.
Who's that?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean.
Well, it is a party, after all. I miss you too.
I'd say so. Can't think of who's been carrying your pack now that Kay's out of commission. Man, we had some good times. Wish Will and I had more time to reminisce, but surviving Avernus is just non-stop. Still, having him there has been incredible. You really can get through anything with someone you love at your side.
Someone you love?
Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Avernus. You haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
That's cool. That is really cool. If anyone can survive Avernus twice, it's you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Keep a bottle of something good in the icebox for me, huh? Mama Kay's coming home before too long. Can I look you up when I'm out?
You had better, or I'll hunt you down myself.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
Oh, I'm glad you decided to go back to Avernus and not just die. I'm glad. Who is this, Million?
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
I noticed you weren't even playing. You seem glum. I thought bars were meant to be full of pep and joy. Wait, did Withers hire you or something?
I find it hard to summon up the trademark pep these days. You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little.
Okay. How do you know Withers?
I owe him a favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another.
Fugue plane? Well, what were you doing in the fugue plane?
Languishing in obscurity. Cyric knew what he was doing when he punished me for that song, the prick. Before I was banished to the fugue plane, I had song prayers coming out the proverbial ears. Guess how many I get now? None.
I have no
Musical
idea.
prayers were once offered to Melil, Lord of Song, a minor deity whose
Oh.
worship faded after offending the trickster god Cyric.
You are a god.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid.
But you don't have any worshippers anymore. Ah, interesting. It's an honor to be serenaded by Melil, Lord of Song.
You know? You're bloody right. It is an honor. Finally. The scribe picks an adventurer of substance, of culture. What can I do you for?
Nothing. Please carry on as you were.
Fantastical news. Carry on I shall.
How did Withers get him? Ale of Baldurian. Divine performance. Oh, he's changing the background music.
And good wine.
That's so funny. I don't think we need to loot anything anymore. Lizelle! Wait, where's she? Halsin? Let's talk to Halsin at the very end. Sarion?
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh,
Whatever
wow.
you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders.
You're also saying I look a little bit more chubby now. What? After everything, I wanted to keep helping people. I've been trying to make a difference. Not that you approve of that, I guess.
Ah, so it's the healthy glow you get from being a good person. That explains my pallor. But I'm glad to see the world has treated you well. You've earned it. We both have, in fact. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
That's right. The last time I saw you, you were running from the sun. What happened? What, do I really need to ask that? What about you? What have you been up to?
I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
Assassin? Asarion, one of the good guys. Who would have thought?
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been.
Do you ever miss walking in the sun?
I did at first. But then I realized these shadows, this darkness, it's all a part of me. I spent too long defined by what other people did to me, the choices other people made for me. But that's over now. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse.
Self-acceptance. Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Acceptance looks good on you.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special.
Right.
Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
That's a nice thought. Lizelle? I hope you're not still angry at me.
Old friend. For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through limbo. But to see your face, it brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
Okay.
Limbo, she'd said. A plane of chaos where you might drink fire like water, where you might breathe ice instead of air, and the home of the mystical Githzerai. Once the Githzerai were one of the Githyanki, until bloody civil war severed them.
So you are with the Githzerai now? You've been to Limbo. Does this mean you mean to ally with the Githzerai?
I do. I approach the gates of Shraktalor even now.
Shraktalor. How well you know the name. The capital city of the Githzerai, and the home of their immortal god king, Zerith Menyar Agith.
Oh my god.
Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to Menyar Agith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
They've also got an immortal god as their leader. Like, that is... What is up with the Gith? Okay. Your tongue is as learned as your blade. Do I really want to say this sarcastically? Oh my god, the God King. Oh gosh. Hold on, the great warrior Lae'zel on a diplomatic mission?
Exactly the reaction I expected. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Menyar Agith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free.
That's the spirit.
But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
Okay, is that what you believe? A shame you couldn't be with us in person. It's like talking to a ghost.
I suppose it is, rather. I'm just glad to be here at all. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 2 10 days of effort to conjure my projection.
Oh, really? Wow.
Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This... Fey Run.
Fey Run?
I missed you.
Aww.
But I'll be back to see you again when the comet has risen. As surely as Kalir will forever circle the sun.
You know what? I miss you too. And your sharp tongue. Everyone's here. Tresem? Tara was her name?
Oh, right. You. Hello.
Gail's friend Tara, right? It's good to see you again.
Yes, I'm certain it is. As for you, well, I've heard congratulations are in order. You helped Mr. Dakarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right?
Yeah, I helped him. If that's what he told you, who am I to argue?
Well done. Despite my old friend's genius, he'd have blown himself up long ago if not for the help of friends like you and I. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able. if you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities.
So, you're sounding like you don't think these responsibilities are important at all. What do you mean, no respect? I'd quite like that. Thanks for the invitation.
We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months. Ta-ta.
Oh my.
Darling.
You should not eat pigeons.
In every corner of the realms. I just know what I like.
And that's my mother's sitting room.
And the dining table, and the hearth, and above all, your lap.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I think we've talked to everyone but Halsin. If I can find him. Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Chest of Grateful Words. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we have to read all of this. 6 months since the assassination of Archduke Gortash. Oh, witnesses encounter vampire spawn and live to tell the tale. That's good. They're not just killing people left and right. Oh, to a new district built by Elturian refugees. The refugees have their own new district now. Cool. New Bardic School. Tiefling founder secures Upper City funding. Not sure. Do we know a Tiefling bar? Alfira? Alfira? Janeth House to host Evening of Art and Culture, celebrating Salvation of City. Monument planned for heroes of the High Hall. Aww, that is so sweet. Last holdout cultist cleared from Temple of Baal. Volothamp, Gadam's Guide to Baldur's Gate. Bard seeks contributors to newest edition. Bodies continue to surface from Iron Throne wreckage. Settlers bound for lands upriver amid claims curse is lifted. Oh, the shadow cursed land, right? That's what we're doing with Halsin. Business boom. Take your troubles to the House of Grief. The House of Grief has a new owner or something? Who's the new owner? Ravengard returned to full strength. New wave servant at Umberlee's temple. No leads on desecration. Oops. Conscience disband. Gorn's time has come and gone. No, why? Serial killer unmasked as crazed Barlist. Planar Pain. City court in center of Githyanki war. Thorm's army dispersed from Baldurian borders. Fresh stock, an interview with the new master of Ramesses Tower. Roland? Beloved no more, Minsk slain in service of the Absolute. Ah. Almond cakes of Avernus, Elturian refugees and owners of city's newest cafes share their recipe. The White remember, statue of late High Harper erected where beloved ranger once stood. Jaheira? Site of Foundry blast still sectioned off, says Fist. Ah. How's it?
I was eager to attend tonight, yet I cannot help but fear that it may be a mistake.
What?
Do you know what I speak of?
No, I don't. We're right here we ought to be, amongst old friends.
Of course. I have just become unaccustomed to free time, perhaps. I feel like I'm neglecting something. All these months, and I haven't been away from what we built together. There's a whole community out in Thaniel's realm that has never known a day without our presence.
Wow.
Being away from it, I cannot help but worry how they will fare in our absence.
It's just one day. It's out of our hands. We can't always be there.
you are right, of course. What we have made shall outgrow us both, and, Oakfather willing, stand as our legacy. Tell me, are you happy with the path we tread together? I took you from a life of high adventure to one that can be described as, well, anything but.
Oh, how
I thought perhaps that seeing everyone once again and hearing of all that they've been doing, it might awaken some regret about the life we lead. You could have done anything, gone with anyone, yet you chose me.
Come on, you shouldn't think stuff like that. I chose you for a reason and have never looked back. We're doing a good thing and yeah. I mean, settling down with someone you love isn't... I mean, it just feels good, you know?
I am glad to hear it. Forgive an old fool in need of a little reassurance. I am still expecting to stir from the dream. You must be eager to speak to some of the others. I shall be fine. Do not allow me to keep you.
Trouble you for a hug? I don't think we need to do that. Oh, be sure to mention Oliver and Thaniel. People will be eager to hear how they're faring, no doubt.
Of course. Seeing them free and happy may be my proudest achievement. And now they have more playmates than they could ever wish for. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh my god, you're such a perfect dad. Alright, go on and enjoy yourself. I'll find you later.
Be sure to take your own advice. This is a special night. For all of us.
True. Speaking of the event planner, where the hell is with us?